Hey, welcome back to another Netcast. I'm Rich Lopez, Quantrix Authority. Fantastic that you joined me today for episode number 144, Import a Crosstab from Excel into Quantrix. So I came across this one actually yesterday, and you know, I have to admit, I've been using Quantrix for a long time, and I guess I forgot how to use this, and that you could do this in Quantrix. You don't need to necessarily unpivot your data. And what I mean by this is I have here a book in Excel. It's got a list of these great people, and then it's got January through December, and then it's got some sales numbers in here. And what I want to do is I want to get this into Quantrix. And I've always thought, well, I've got to unpivot this data. And what I mean by unpivot is I need to say Chet here, I need to say January here, and then I need to see 338 or whatever number, and I think I just got a random number being generated right now. But then I'd have Arnie, and it would be January, and then it'd be some number here for Arnie, right? And so on for Mustang. And then I would need to move on to February, March, April. So kind of unpivoting that data would require me to do maybe a macro or a multiple consolidated range pivot table in Excel so I could get it into this two-dimensional data table, if you will. Well, you don't have to do that in Quantrix. What you can do is you can go ahead and you can use import from clipboard and step through the wizard. So I go ahead and I copy this. I go over to a new Quantrix model, and I'm going to make that Control N, gets me a new Quantrix model, and then I go data link. I go import from clipboard. It looks just like this. I click next. I make my data types. I think they can all be integers. That's fine. I click next, next, and then I want it to be multidimensional. I go ahead and I click next here. And what I need to do is I need to make this guy just my category. I'm going to make the rest of these, I'm going to have them selected, and they're just going to be items. And I'm going to click next. I'm going to take the sum. Doesn't really matter there, and I get it. I don't need to unpivot my data. I don't need to do anything crazy in Excel. I can go ahead and I can simply import it from a clipboard. Now, maybe in my next episode, I will show you what to do if, say, this is for 2012, and then maybe out here if we had another several columns, we have something for 2013, then how do you get this data into Quantrix? That's a little bit more tricky, and I think that requires some work in Excel. But I'll show you that in the next video. But generally, importing a two-dimensional data matrix is very simple and very straightforward when you're only really working with maybe a couple dimensions. Anyway, I hope you find that useful. And if you have any questions about Quantrix, I hope that you'll reach out to me at quantrixauthority@gmail.com. I absolutely love Quantrix. I use it every day, all day, makes my day, and I hope it will make your day. And I hope you'll join me again for another episode of Quantrix Authority with Rich Lopez.